So we just turned the corner, and there is something sitting in this dentist chair.
Oh, it's a chair. Yeah. Oh.
Welcome everybody. It's been a while since we've done this, and I just want to apologize for that. We are definitely getting things rolling again, and I'm glad to be back. It's been a lot of work here that we've been doing and getting ready for what's coming up. So with that said, let's just kind of jump right into it. First of all, if you can tell right off the bat, we went from Facebook to YouTube. Facebook's been struggling to support us basically with what we wanted to do, and YouTube is just native to getting stuff done. Also, if you can't tell, look around here. There's been some big updates and changes, so that's all coming as well. Which, by the way, if you want to be a part of one of our Friday Night Frights calls and join in and be on the screen with us and talk and do some interviews with us, please drop us a message. We'd love to have you on and be a part of it. So that's kind of what's going on. So with our YouTube channel, we're starting to upload a lot more content to it. So if you haven't been through our YouTube channel in a while, definitely take a little time and go check out our videos. We've got, I guess, a dozen episodes up now, and we've got a ton of evidence files that we've posted, some of our top favorite evidence stuff and some other nifty things that are going on there. As far as Facebook goes, we're going to keep utilizing Facebook. That's how we're going to get out the message, and with things that are happening on a more daily basis, where YouTube will be more of our content storage location where we're going to go live and everything. So we're going to keep broadcasting from both places, and eventually we'll get both of them synced together and be able to do broadcasts from both locations. So that's coming. Another big thing that's coming is, if you didn't notice, last month we attempted to do a complete live broadcast from the Old Park Hotel, which was fantastic. Most of the broadcast went out until basically I got throttled for bandwidth, which is garbage. So we're working on a solution to that as well. So we are getting our bandwidth issues straightened out with our carrier so that we can do this more often and broadcast live, because that's something we want to do now. Is we actually want to broadcast everything live on our investigations like we did this last go round. Really kind of come to you with that, because really our whole goal is we want to be more interactive. We definitely want to have an arena like this where we can have somebody at our control center who's watching and monitoring, doing what I'm doing right now, and looking at the comments on the screen, pausing the DVR cameras and rolling them back and checking it live with you while we have investigation teams going on and doing those kinds of things. So there's a lot that we want to do, and there's a great push to get that done. And really, I need your help. And what I need your help with is subscribe, share our posts, share our events, share our lives. But most of all, we really need you to subscribe to help us get the ball rolling so that we can keep doing this and keep bringing you content. Speaking of content, some other things that are coming up, we just kind of announced it the other day. The first Tuesday of every month now, we're going to have Tech Tuesday, Tech Talk Tuesday, something like that. We haven't officially named it yet, but we've already got almost the entire year planned out now of content for that. So if there is something tech related that you would like to talk about, and it doesn't have to be specifically ghost content, because I am a computer coder, an electrical, designer as well. So if there's something in those realms that you want to talk that relates to it, or something that we talk about that relates to something else, bring it up, send us a message so we can integrate that into our stuff, because we want to do the things you guys want to do. So one of the things that we are going to be doing is we're going to be talking about like REM pods, and we're going to build one live with you, show you how to build it from start to finish. If you think it would be a good idea, we can also offer up links to buy the kits, so that if you're at home, you can build it with us. So there's going to be some things that are going to be like that are coming, and we're really excited about that. So first Tuesday of every month, that's going to be a fantastic, a very fantastic. Now I'm trying to wonder if my audio is actually going out or not. Uh-oh. I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, it is going out. Just had to double check that. I didn't see my audio bars moving, so I wanted to make sure I was actually, there it is, actually getting audio out. The joys of live, right? So, so first Tuesdays of every month, we're going to have Tech Tuesday. We're going to talk things like 3D printing. So we're gonna live print some stuff, design some stuff, do it live with you, just so you can kind of take away that unknown factor. I know that kept me from doing a lot of things for a while, was I didn't know what I was getting myself into, and I wasn't sure I wanted to take that chunk of stuff and go for it. So we're going to do it together so you can see how it goes, start to finish live, failure or not, and just kind of have an idea of what it takes to do those kind of things. That's kind of what's coming up, and I can't really wait for that. It's going to be so incredible. Let's see. I need to fix this real quick, so bear with me. This is the kinks of learning stuff right off the bat. So paste that there, connect. I gotta edit this real quick so you see how it works, right? And for some reason it's not going over there. The chat's supposed to be right here, so you can see what's going on in the chat windows. Interesting. So I got to figure out why the chat window doesn't work. Good. Leslie says she can hear me, so that's good. I can see the chats coming in, but I wanted them to be, and it's backwards. I wanted them to be right here in this window underneath the Friday Night Frights logo. So I got to figure out why it's not. So one more try and I'm going to move on. Not sure what's going on. Oh well, we'll deal with it on the next go round. So with that being said, we've got a lot of stuff coming for Tech Tuesdays. It's going to be great. Friday Night Frights, we're going to scale that back to the first Friday of every month. That's one of the reasons we were struggling getting episodes out, is one, we were spending so much time trying to get people together, and then getting the content from week to week turned out to be a little more than we were ready to bite off. So we're going to do it once a month, and then as things progress and as we get more people involved, and again, with your help by subscribing and telling other people about us so they can subscribe, we can get more people involved in that and get some more of the stuff going. Because really, what I want Friday Night Frights to be more about is you. I want to talk about your evidence, your experiences at places, so we really want you to help us, one, talk about you. And so that's really what Friday Night Frights is going to be about. just kind of reviewing evidence that you've collected. You know, maybe we'll have a one episode that'll be your favorite EVPs. One episode that might be your most poltergeist activity that you've caught on camera. And so we'll just have, you know, people submit videos like that, and we'll talk about them and have you guys on, and, you know, the screens and all the good stuff, and we'll talk about that. So that's another thing that's coming up. And then, as you can kind of tell, what's going on here is we're building out the studio. So I've been working, clearing off section over here and the engineering section over here, and getting the cameras hung and down and everything so that we can bring you overhead shots, and me working on circuit boards, inside the 3D printer shots, getting that done. Because like I said, we want this to be really interactive, and we want to kind of bring you into our world and see how I design things and bring things and code things. So we're going to be talking a lot about that. Don't worry, you don't have to be an expert at any of those. That's kind of the whole thing, is we're going to start from scratch. So if you've never coded an Arduino board before, I'm going to show you how to set it up on your computer, how to load things, how to start it, and what the basic function commands are. So we're going to do this together. Now, what we're going to talk about today is our next investigation is Broken Bow, and that's actually coming up next Saturday. So next Saturday, we're going to the Broken Bow Asylum again to investigate. And yes, we are going to try to stream this live again. And we don't know how it's going to go. It's always going to be up to the cell phone gods, the internet gods, to tell us how well it's going to happen, which was kind of our downfall at Old Park. Was they have internet at Old Park. The only problem is about 4 hours before we got there, the construction crew next door made an oopsie and cut a wire. And so the Old Park no longer had internet, and boy, was that fun. So that live broadcast was actually broadcast via tethered cell phone, which it didn't do too bad until we hit limits on our data. And that has already been resolved, so hopefully that issue goes away. We have unlimited streaming and tethering now, so I thought with an unlimited plan that was kind of a given, but apparently it was not. So now I've made that very clear, and we've got that taken care of. But we are going to do Broken Bow on January 15th. There are a couple of spots left if you want to come with us. Just go over to our Facebook page, and again, it's right down here, right there. Go over to Texas Ghost Geeks on Facebook. There's a link there in the events that'll show you the Broken Bow event, and it will take you on over, and that's how we're gonna. You can get a ticket to come with us. All right. So talking about Broken Bow, it was really cool. I've got 6 files I want to share, and I know I can't wait either, right? I got 6 files I want to share from Broken Bow that are really, really cool. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to show first. Let's do the EVP first. All right. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to switch over to this screen right here, and let's talk about what's going to happen. So in this clip, it's really neat. We're all in the back room on the south hall, so the building's kind of a U shape, and this, you got a north wing that's kind of, you really can't go in it. I say you can't go in it. It's in the worst shape. The roof's gone. It's like they've been gutting it out to get ready to kind of build it back. So it's kind of separated. You can't get to it from the main building. You have to walk out and go into the side. And then you have the west hall and the south hall. Well, we're in the south hall in this clip, and we're walking through the area where they've set up a haunted house, and there's 3 people in the room in front of me and 2 people behind me. Kiki and Jeff are behind me, and all of a sudden I get poked in the back pretty sternly, like, move, and then we get this EVP that didn't hear it, didn't hear any of this until we got back to evidence review. So we're gonna watch that now. So here we go.
I think that was a car.
Whoop! This way. This way.
I think that was a car going by.
Like, oh shit.
Are you in here?
I just got tapped on the back.
I didn't touch you.
Was it you? No, something touched me right between my shoulder blades.
This is me.
And then there it was. It was me. And there was only 2 other gentlemen in in that that room, and one of them wasn't there. One of them was my nephew Brylan. The other one was Jeff. That is definitely not Jeff's voice, and that is definitely not my nephew's voice. So that voice doesn't even match any of the other guys that were at the event that night. So that was a pretty cool piece of evidence that we caught. Now, the next piece of evidence I think we're going to talk about is let's go to the flashlight scene. Flashlight scene. Now this is really cool. So we were in the north hall, the one I was telling you about that has the roof all gutted out, that they're getting ready to go. And in this scene, we basically are standing around, and we set up a flashlight, and we basically ask the spirit, hey, if you're here, knock it over. And well, to our surprise, it does it, and we catch it kind of on camera. It's pretty cool. It caught us by surprise because of what we did. So without further ado, let's go watch the video.
And he asked to hit it over, and it took it a minute.
So long.
We're testing to make sure it's
All right. It's not us.
easily knocked over.
Ready?
Alex, so if you want to hit it
All
over,
right.
smack.
Knock it over. In fact, I'm about to lose my battery, so if you're going to knock it over, we're going to do a 5-second
Turn
countdown
back to it.
to knock it over. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That'd been awesome.
Yeah. If you want us to leave, knock.
Oh, fudge sickles.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the spirit wanted us to see it happen, because we had turned our back on it and was like, okay, well, maybe you'll do it if we turn our back, because you knocked it over last time and no one was paying you any attention. And so we kind of attempted to replicate that. And then as soon as we all turned back around, it falls over. And again, remember, we were stomping around on the floor to make sure that it wasn't just an accident from, a vibration of somebody taking a step or something that knocks it over. So that was a pretty cool piece of evidence. Now, this next file we're going to talk about, let's see. Let's do this shadow figure.
What?
Okay. So in this file, we're in the South Hall. Again, in the maze with the haunted house. There's the word I'm looking for. Oh my gosh. And we're walking down one of the hallways when all of a sudden I noticed in my camera that there is this pitch black, and I mean blacker than black, darker than dark object on the floor, and it moves really weird, like legs, and I don't know, it was weird and flowy, and I'll pause it when it gets that spot so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to start the video and we'll talk.
What? You've been recording the whole time.
So my camera,
I never even touched the button to stop recording.
I had started recording.
Oh, I got it again.
Circle. Did you?
It just melted.
That was so weird. Like, it moves so strangely. Let's play that again.
I got it again.
Watch right here.
It just melted into the floor, man.
Now, if that had been our shadow, it would have been out here. I'm literally pointing the camera at the ground, and this thing, like...
I got it again.
Look at this. Inside that circle.
It just melted into the floor, man.
Any sense. And to take it even further, now we're going to go with the camera behind us, because we had two cameras in this hallway. So now we're going to go with the camera behind us, and this camera is going to peek over my nephew's shoulder, which is Brylan. He's the guy that's glowing in the dark right there. Sorry, Brylan. And it's going to peek over his shoulder, and as it does, you're going to see half of the shadow person peek out from behind the corner. And we just saw it happen once, and as Kiki pans her camera over, it happens again.
What in the hell?
And I'm
We're going to have to review that.
I saw earlier. Come out. Show me your beard
In the
again.
corner?
So there it goes, slow motion, right there. Like, whoop, they are coming. So that was a neat piece of evidence right there. One of my favorites. Let's see here. The next piece of evidence, and all these just get me so excited to get back to Broken Bow. We should have did this a lot sooner. We should have been back to Broken Bow faster. Sorry, Ashley. Ashley Storm, she's the owner of Broken Bow, and man, this place is so cool. So let's do the static bomb. The static bomb. Yeah. So again, in the south side of the building, we're in a doll room, and we're looking up at this light fixture that is part of the emergency light system. So we had power there, but the power was in a standby emergency scenario, so not all the lights come on. So like you have a light fixture go down the hallway like you normally would, but in this scenario, every like fourth or fifth one was on. And so it's pretty dark with the exception of the ones that are turned on. And what's crazy is there's some of them that they just don't work, and you can tell because it'd be on, da 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 da, off, on, da da da, you know, and going down the line, and then all of a sudden they all light up. And when this happens, what you see is this big flash of light. And granted, this light dim on its own was barely enough light to even give you enough light to see your feet on the floor. And then all of a sudden it goes off, and it's brighter than a photographer's flash, and it is crazy bright. And at the same time that this happens, this entire bomb of energy, and we call it a static bomb because it literally felt like when you rub a balloon and stick it on your head and you kind of get that tingly, staticky feeling. That went through the entire room like an EMP wave. It was just boom. And when it did that, every light down the hallway went and it followed out the hallway. And it was the craziest thing I've ever seen electrical wise. So let's watch this video right here.
Can you make that light flash really bright? Actually, that's the most I've seen that second bulb lit up, dude.
That's what I was saying.
Are you taking energy from that bad transformer that's bleeding it out? Because I know that's exactly what's happening with that transformer and that electricity there. It's bleeding out electrons. Are you taking those?
Oh my
Dude! And I got the chills right when that happened.
Oh my God! We hear you. We see you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That it was set up in. So that's what makes that really crazy is the way it felt when it did it. And that was the first time the entire night that I went, I don't think it wants us here anymore. So that was pretty neat. Now, we're going to open up another file here. And in this one, we're going to go over to the spider. So this is actually the same room with the flashing light. And there's not much I can say to set this up because it's going to tell it itself. So let's watch this video of this interaction with an electronic prop that should not work.
Followed the sounds around, we ended up in the doll room, where something incredible was about to happen.
You saw it? Dude, that was bright.
I told y'all to use the energy we put in here. Do it again.
Wait, we do the mosh ant?
Yes.
Okay.
So come here, we're going to do something. This is an energy building technique.
So
We're gonna put this
So
in
we're
the
going to
middle.
just start at
like
like that.
very, very low, and then we're going to.
And then, just like a conductor, I'll just raise my hands, and as we do that, we're just going to get louder and louder, okay?
It brings energy.
Till we get to a scream.
So they can use ours. Come on,
Okay.
I told
At the
you to use
end,
it.
shut it off.
Do you want us to do this to give you some energy?
I got the chills on my legs, guys. If you want to see, I got chicken legs right now. Right now.
Show us in the lights if you want to. Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, the other one came on.
All right. The other light just came on.
Yeah, the other light came on.
Alright, it's been
warming up.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, I
Here
got
we go.
chills all over my body, guys.
Start with a soft hum down low, and then as I raise my hand, we'll get louder and louder and louder, okay? Here we go. That's a motion sensor, dude.
Turn it on.
Right, Brylan? That was so crazy.
And that shouldn't even be
So
on.
crazy.
Oh my God.
That shouldn't even be on.
That was direct evidence right there.
There's no power to
Figure
that.
out what the heck's actually going on. You can see me looking
Wait,
down.
there's buffering to something.
Dude, it's not even plugged in!
Not plugged in.
Thank you very much.
The
I have chills all over my body. I know you're here.
Pause for 2 seconds. That's not even plugged in.
So freaking cool. I can't wait. Now, hey, Brylan, are you coming Saturday? Next Saturday, are you coming? Let me know, man. Because I know you guys are headed back to school. Eli just went back to campus today. So, but, man, that was something else. I cannot wait to get back in this building. Now, Brylan, I don't know if you saw this one. It's going to be my last piece of evidence for the broadcast here. This is going to be a short broadcast because we're just kind of getting back into it.
Look at your IR.
But so this guys is one of the craziest things I've ever actually captured on video. All right, so this is one of the craziest things I've ever captured on video. Me, Jeff, Brylan, Kim, and Kiki, and I think Reagan were all in the North Hall at the very east end of the hall, which doesn't matter to you guys, but we're all the way down the hall on one end. And we hear some footsteps behind us, and me and Jeff kind of turn just to kind of catch something out of our eye, go from left to right. And then right as I go, what the heck? Jeff goes, yeah, I saw it too. And then I was like, we just saw something across the hall. And about the time I say that, this shadow goes from right to left. Brylan, I don't know if you remember this or if you've even seen this piece of video, man, but watch this.
Look at your IR camera.
Yeah, don't do that.
What the hell?
You see that?
Dude, something just walked in front of the IR ring.
Did you see it too?
The whole IR red light just blacked out.
Are you there?
That is so stinking cool. I'm going to play it one more time. What you want to look for is at the end of the hallway, when my camera pans up, you're going to see a bright glowing light that's down there. That's actually a static camera that malfunctioned. And so the IR lights are on it. So you can see it illuminating, and then you're going to see this black mass just walk right in front of it and block it out. So I'm going to play it one more time and watch.
Look at your IR camera.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's it right
What the hell?
You see that?
Dude, something just walked in front of the IR ring.
Did you see it too?
The whole IR red light just blacked out.
Are you there?
One more time. This is so freaking cool. Watch that bright light down at the end of the hallway.
What the hell?
You see that?
There it goes.
Dude, something just walked in front of the IR ring.
I mean, it is so incredible. That is literally one of the coolest things. I'm trying to catch it here. See if I can pause it on it. So here it goes, right here. Yeah, it totally always felt like we were being followed. It was, there it goes. See that? Boop, 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 boop. Right there, crossing that back light. There it goes. You can see a head and shoulders and everything, and it just walks right past it. That was the craziest thing. And you're right, Brylan. Every time we went somewhere, it felt like we were being followed. It was awkward. Especially on this side of the building, the north side, this hallway. It always felt like somebody was giving you the stink eye. And, you know, the rest of the building was kind of playful and curious about you. The north side, where you had to go through the grass to get to it because you couldn't get to it around the building because it was blocked off. That side of the building always felt like there was a grunchy old man just sitting there going, "Get off my lawn!" You know, "I'm going to point at you." And so it was weird. But I can't wait. 1 week from tomorrow, we're going to be at Broken Bow. If you want to come with us, there are a couple of spots left. Like I said, go over to our Facebook page. Again, Facebook right down here. There it is. Right there. Texas Ghost Geeks. Make sure you follow us if you don't follow us on Facebook. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube so you don't miss out on any of the evidence reviews we got coming up and things like that. So if you want to come along, do that. It's under the events tab. There's a way to get you a ticket there. Again, there's only a couple left, like maybe 2. And we only take 10 people tops. And most of us are our group of investigators with the Ghost Geeks. So there's only usually 3 or 4 spots open to even come with us at all. And sometimes we don't even do that just because we like small groups. You know, we like to investigate but in like groups of 3. and typically, it's 1-2 groups, and that's what we call good and for us. So that's what we have for Friday Night Frights. Remember, we got a lot of things coming up on YouTube. I'm going through a lot of our old footage and starting to put more stuff on YouTube, getting it out there, getting it organized, getting it done. The tech stuff's coming, so if you have a tech idea you want to talk about, something you want to build, let's do it. If you want to build a REM pod, a Boo Bear, I'm going to build an Ovilus, I think, on one of the episodes. I'm just trying to get all the parts sourced out and get it here in time. I'm going to take you through how I do stuff from breadboarding. If you don't know what a breadboard is, do I have a breadboard? Oh, hold on. Oh, not that door. Oh. Do things like this, show you how to take and do that and build electronic components and test them. And so this is pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to do things like this, and then I'll teach you how to take it from that and build custom cases, 3D print a case. How do you do that? How can we do that? Or if you have a 3D printer, then we're going to start sharing files with you. We want to get more people involved and more people out there actively investigating and learning about this kind of stuff. It's a great thing to do. It tests your mental capabilities because you have to come at it very critically. You can't just go, "Did you hear that? It must be a ghost." So it drives me nuts, you're taking a picture of a dirty room and you think you got orbs everywhere. It's a dirty room. So you got to be critical, and you've got to be able to take the criticism with it, and what you can't explain away becomes evidence. And that's why not a lot of people have a lot of good evidence. It's because it's hard. It's not easy. You got to really work, and you've got to do your research, and you've got to be in tune. You've got to be right here and here. Otherwise, it falls apart. So, Brylan, I'm not 100% sure who's going to be at the investigation Saturday. I know I will. Leslie's going to be there. I believe Kiki and Reagan will be there. My friend Michael's coming. And I don't know if Jeff is coming. You'll be there. So I think there's only 7 of us. So it's going to be a great investigation. I am stoked to get back to Broken Bow. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, please help us along. Share our videos, share our content. If you see one of our videos, please like it. Make a comment on it. That helps the algorithms pick us up. So, the more you guys chime in and the more that we interact with the content, the better we do. So again, we're asking for your help. Please help us get the ball rolling and keep it rolling. We really appreciate it. Thank you for everything you guys have done for us so far. Let's try to hit 100 subscribers by the end of January. We're at 64. So it's not a long way to go, but we can do it. We have like 5 times that many followers on Facebook, so we just need to get you guys to convert over to subscribers. That's what we got to work on. Thank you guys for joining in with us this week on Friday Night Frights. The next episode is going to be the first Friday in February. We'll get that event posted once we finalize all the content for it. We've got some good stuff coming up and some good confirmations, so we can't wait. Until then, thank you guys for being here, and we really appreciate it. Have a good night.